Hi everybody and welcome to my channel, or hi if you are new here. My name is Talia and I'm a stay-at-home single mum of my 7-year-old daughter called Ayla. And today this is the mess that I am tackling. It's Ayla's bedroom. I was only in here the other week and it's already turned into a disaster zone. If you don't already know, I have ADHD and I also struggle massively with anxiety, and this bedroom has been a massive stress for me. It has gotten so out of control in such a small amount of time. But today is the day. I am not going to let this win. I am going to take this room from chaos to a nice calm atmosphere again for my daughter. And I just want to show you how I break down a project that feels just a little bit too much to handle sometimes. This is her bedroom at the moment, and as you can see, even in here, it is just madness. I brought a bin bag of clothes upstairs, and at the time it was too much to deal with, and that just went into her wardrobe. And then there's just a little mix of everything. There is bags of toys, clothes, shoes, pens. So first things first, I am going to make myself a quick cup of coffee and just get myself into the headspace ready to tidy her bedroom up. So to start off with, I'm going to try and tackle this bin bag of clothes. This has been sitting in Ayla's wardrobe now for maybe about 4 or 5 days, purely just down to there was just so many clothes that I'd managed to get washed and dried that it just seemed really overwhelming at the time to try and sort it out. But hopefully I will get through this and it will set the ball rolling to be able to get on with the rest of her room. I often find that is the hardest part, is just starting a job, and once you've got into it, it's much easier to finish. Even if it's just one small section, getting something done is better than nothing. That's everything hung up that needs to be hung up. The rest of the clothes here are either pyjamas that need to get put away in drawers or shorts, and then her snuddies and everything sort of go in these drawers here. Along with any bedding or blankets, they just sort of sit on there, and then this is her clothes so far. I still have some downstairs that will get hung up, but we're just dealing with this bin bag for the time being. So I'm going to just sit on the floor and go through what is left, deciding what needs to go in her drawers, and also have a little bit of a clear out to see what doesn't fit anymore. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Ayla's pyjamas are very mismatched. There isn't a lot of sets, even though the other half is there. She much prefers to wear just the bottom half of her pyjamas and wear a vest or something similar to that. She finds wearing tops a little bit too hot. She's the complete opposite of me. I'm always cold and she's always warm. She has a fan on in her bedroom all year round, but she does like to sleep in fluffy bedding. Is anyone else's kids like this, or are you like this? Do you have more layers on? Do you prefer it that way? Or do you prefer less layers? Now that everything has been organised out of that bin bag, I'm just going to start putting her clothes away that need to go in the drawers. So this top drawer is Jama's, and then she also has a couple of t-shirts that are too big for her that she sleeps in. And then onto the second drawer, which is where her leggings, shorts and skirts go. As you can see, it was desperate for an Organise. There is just clothes everywhere in here. So I'm just going to fold them up into piles and then add the other ones in here. Now on to Ayla's Vanity. As you can see, this is a complete tip. It gets so dirty so quick. She is here doing her makeup, her skincare, all the little things that she likes to get on with, and then also her jewellery is just scattered all over. So I'm going to get on with cleaning this off and giving it a good wipe. How much better does this look now? It is all organised and clean, the mirror is sparkling, everything's in its place, but now it's time to get on with the hard part, which is these two little drawers that are attached to the vanity. And as you can see, there is just all sorts thrown in here. There's makeup, wrappers, bath bombs. So I need to go through both these drawers and organise it and see what we need to keep and what is to throw away. I got these little boxes out of Aldi quite a while back now, and they're super handy. I tend to use it for Ayla's like little bits and bobs, so things for her dolls, and then I've also got one for like pens and pencils. It's just an easier way to keep all those little pieces all together, and then that way they're not on the floor or going missing. Whilst I was down here cleaning Ayla's drawers, I did notice there was like greasy handprints and marks on the wall, so I'm just going to give this a scrub whilst I'm here. I am wanting to decorate Ayla's bedroom, I'm just really not sure which way to go. I'm wanting it to be a room that she can grow into that isn't going to be too childish for too long, but I don't want to lose that childlike element, if that makes sense. So at the moment we have got unicorn wallpaper and this bluey purple paint that's also got glitter in it, but I'm just not sure on decorational ideas, like mainly on the walls. I'm also not sure whether to get her like a small double. Do I stick with the bed that she's got? I'm just not sure. If you guys could leave some comments down below, what are your children's rooms like at this age? Have you got any ideas? So I'm just going to get on now with Ayla's bookshelf. I'm going to give this a good wipe over and then start putting things back in. It gets crazy dusty down here and it drives me mad. So this is where we are currently at. I've got a pile of toys in one corner and I still have like these books and a few little things to go through. And then I also have all of these teddies to sort out and this corner down here which just seems to have turned into a dumping ground. And then also her bed, which Maverick has decided to join me and come and sit up here. Putting the teddies back in order actually took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I was so relieved when I was finished, but then once I started dragging out all of this from on top of a toy box, there was just more of them. I can't believe how many teddies there actually is. They're just taking over this bedroom, but I daren't throw any away. They're like Ayla's little treasures and they're her little toys and she loves them. It's just we've got so many of them. Once I reached this stage, I was definitely starting to flag. I had had enough of tidying up. But I just kept on going. I knew I was nearly finished and I just needed to get through this little bit and we would be nearly done. Does anybody else feel like this when they get towards the end? We have a little pile of things here and all I want to do is just ram them into a cupboard. I don't want anything to do with them, I just want them out of the way, but I know I just need to sort through it and it'll be the last little thing I need to do. But I've been in here for the best part of a whole day trying to tidy up, still having to entertain Ayla, make dinner and tea, so it's took me forever to finish and I just wanted it out the way. So I'm going to get on with the last thing now, which is hoovering, and then we can put the rug back down and hoover that. Okay, so before we look at the finished room, I just wanted to remind you guys of what I started with and how much of a tip this bedroom was and just how overwhelming it was to start. We had stuff just everywhere, there was no structure to it and it was just a complete tip. But look at it now, it is finally finished and how much calmer and relaxed it feels to be in here. I broke it down a small step at a time, a section at a time, which makes it feel a whole lot more manageable. And it just is like a breath of fresh air now. There is space, there is nothing just dumped, everything is nice and tidy, and it just makes me feel so much better. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope it gave you some motivation to tidy or tackle that area of your house that you're struggling with. If you did enjoy watching, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.